If your child doesn't like to read, I am going to share 5 fun and low prep games that your little ones can play and build reading skills at the same time. Hello, I'm Jacinth, a parenting coach and an ex-school teacher. With my decade-long of teaching experience, I have taught my own kids to read through fun, hands-on activities and conversations. My children are 8 and 6 years old this year. They are avid readers, and I know it did not happen by accident. In this video, I'm going to teach you 5 simple interactive games so that you can build reading skills in your children, such as letter recognition, phonics, sight words, and more. I will be sharing reading tips along the way as well. So continue watching and let's start raising little bookworms at home. For children to start reading, there are several skills that they need to acquire. And one of the most important skills is the concept of print. It is the understanding that the prints on the page or posters consist of words that have meaning. And this print is related to our spoken language. The next skill will be letter knowledge, where kids understand that letters have names and sounds. Children also need to know the phonological awareness, which is hearing and understanding that words are made up of smaller sounds and letters are put together to form words, and these words can be strung together to form sentences. Sentences are written together to form a story. Another important skill is the motivation to read. We want to get children excited about reading as they discover the world through books and stories around them. In the 5 games that I'll be sharing, your child will be exposed to these essential skills. Let's get started with our first game. This is a customizable board game for your little ones. They can choose the flowers, the stars, or the houses. Whether your child is 2 years old or 12 years old, you can always fill in the spaces with words or letters depending on which skill you want your child to work on. You can see my son filling up the empty gaps with the words that he found from his book, and he wants to let his little sister play with it. One of the first few songs that you sing to your child is probably ABC. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We are singing the letter names. But did you know that learning letter sounds are more critical than learning letter names? Phonological awareness like letter sounds are very important because the children can use these sounds, put them together and blend it to learn to read. You can use songs to help your child learn, or you can play games like this. Another tip to help children read is to create a print-rich environment. I'm a huge advocate of reading aloud to children. Reading aloud can help children in their social, emotional, cognitive, language development, as well as help them be creative as they tell stories. Other than making books accessible, I also print posters and put up activities like the board games on the wall after we are done. Research has shown that having print in the physical environment has been associated with accelerated vocabulary knowledge and reading comprehension in children, particularly through encouraging children to recognize segments of sounds in words and linking those sounds to letters. To speed things up, I use the printer very often when I create activities and games for my children. Also, for some reason, my kids love to see how the activities come alive from the computer to their hands via the printer. I am using HP Instant Ink printer, and what I like about it the most is that I don't have to worry about buying or ordering ink. HP Instant Ink can detect when my printer is running low on ink and automatically arranges for the ink to be delivered right to my doorstep. This subscription service is very convenient, and I don't have to head out to the stores to buy new cartridges. I can also save up to 50% on ink cartridges using HP Instant Ink. If you have never tried using ink subscription services, HP is now offering a 3 months free trial of HP Instant Ink if you own or purchase any of HP's Instant Ink eligible printers. You can find out more by clicking on the link in the description below to subscribe to HP Instant Ink. Oh yes, all the printables that I will be sharing today will be provided for you free to download in the HP's website. I have added the links below too. The second game is Roll and Cross, and this is my children's favorite games. They have been asking to play it over and over again. You will need the printable, the plastic folder, some markers, and a 6-sided dice. In this game, children will roll the dice, read and cross out the words in the corresponding columns, and make 4 in a row to win. This game can be played alone or with a friend. Other than reading, this strategy game also promotes problem solving and critical thinking. Kids learn best when they move. This is because the heart pumps faster, carrying blood and oxygen to the brain and the rest of the body. In this game, we will need our children to move. The beginning sound I Spy game, accompanied by the DIY dice, requires children to throw the dice and search for a picture that matches the corresponding sounds on the cube. You will need 2 printables here, one with the I Spy pictures and the other which is a DIY dice. Cut out the dice template and glue the flaps together to form a cube. For the younger children, you can place a printable under a transparent tray and place sensory items in the tray such as beans, pom-poms, or even coloured water to add an additional layer of fun to it. Given the choice between print and digital, I would definitely choose the former when it comes to getting my children to read. There was a study that found that reading online led to an overstimulation of several brain regions and affected readers' ability to reflect, absorb and recall information as effectively as information in the paper form. In game number 4, Guess the Code, children use print to create their own secret messages in paper form. This is highly customizable. The little ones can form short consonant, vowel, consonant, CVC words or longer sentences while revising the beginning sounds of the pictures. This game requires children to be involved in the creation process. When children are involved, they have a sense of ownership, they are motivated to learn and can remember the new knowledge better. Now don't worry that you need to create all these resources. I have done it for you. All you need to do is to click the link in the description below, download the printable, print it out and hand it over to your kids and they can start creating these secret codes immediately. If your child enjoys moving or toppling objects, this is the game for him. Game number 5, I Can Bowl and Read, is essentially a DIY bowling game with a little twist. We are going to add some words on the toilet paper rolls. You can paste the cutouts or simply write on them. I used about 6 rolls and I like to include words that look similar. For example, sight words like where, when, who, what, why. Or you can add letters if your little ones are still learning about phonological awareness. The beginning readers can then work on their beginning blends like flow, club, black, clap, blot and more. Get your little ones to set up, grab a ball and have your child to roll towards the bowling pins. They can read out the words of the toilet paper rolls that topple over. You can even add scores and points to each toilet paper roll and they can tally their scores. I hope you have found some inspiration from these games. Just a gentle reminder that the games should not replace your daily reading moments with your children. There are plenty of benefits as you read aloud to your kids, and these are building blocks for your children to eventually become an avid reader. You can use these 5 games to kickstart your fun reading journey with your little ones. The printables can be found on the HP website and the links are all in the description below. Are you worried that you will run out of ink after printing all these resources? Try out the HP Instant Ink, where HP will automatically detect when your printer is running low on ink and they will send the new ink to you at no delivery charge. If you own a HP printer, try out 3 months of free ink. If you have enjoyed this video, I will be grateful if you can click like, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be alerted to more videos. Feel free to share this with your mommy and daddy friends so that we can all learn and help our children together. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Goodbye!